Welcome to our debut for 2025 of the IU Indy Coaches Show. We are live at Mat 9, a different location from kind of the second floor terrace. And yes, the bays are heated, but we are indoors since it is a winter wonderland outside currently. But you want to get your golf fix in, this is clearly the way to do it. You want to get your IU Indy fix in, this is also the way to do it for the next 30 minutes. And we rotate the different sports we talk about here on the ISC Sports Network, but this will be an all-men's basketball edition. They have been setting the Twitter world ablaze with these retro Metro uniforms. They will be rocking for the January 25th game against Purdue Fort Wayne. But the next home game is tomorrow night against Detroit Mercy. So we'll talk about that and kind of the season in general. Joining us, as he often does, the head coach of the men's basketball team in Paul Corsaro. Coach, I know it's good to see you. Your team's been playing hard. I know they've not been getting the results you've been hoping for. Just kind of your thoughts as to kind of where you stand as the second run through league play is about to get started.
Yeah, I actually think we've been playing really good basketball. Yeah. We are playing incredibly hard. I think we're getting better from game to game and week to week. The next step is finishing. We haven't been able to finish some close games, but I think we're right on the cusp. I think you don't want to be cliche, but I think we're probably the best team in the country with our record. I really believe that, and our guys believe it too. So, we're beating down the door. Once we learn how to finish, I think we're going to have a breakthrough and have a great second half of the season, and I like the direction we're headed. You
have had experience at this level as an assistant coach for John Coffin at Purdue Fort Wayne. A couple of players, including one in Jarvis Walker, has played at the Division I level, but a lot of your guys played a very high level of Division II basketball. What has that adjustment been like for them?
Well, the adjustment is, and I think we talked about finishing, and we've had this conversation as a team. Even though and even me as a head coach, so I was an assistant at the Division I level, but I've only been a head coach at the Division II level.
Right.
So what we talked about is, and Jarvis was his role is different this time around at the Division I level than it was his first time at the Division I level. He's one of our prominent guys, right, as opposed to being more of a role player his first time around. Well, okay, so we talked about that. Okay, so everyone this year on our team is up from Division II, up from junior college, up from high school, and most of our staff as well. And even though we were the highest of the highs of our level, we are up a level. So the players are better, the coaching's better, and as we alluded to finishing, okay, so our margin for error is thinner now. So what might not have seemed like a big mistake or that big of a deal at our previous stops, well, that margin for error isn't what it used to be, and it gets magnified now. And, we're learning that some mistakes that we used to be able to get away with at previous stops, we can't get away with now. And, it's been a learning experience. But like I said, we've gotten better game to game. I love our resolve. I love the direction we're heading. We're building and getting better each day. And like I said, it's only a matter of time before we break through. And when we do, it's going to be a fun finish.
Talk about a couple of guys that aren't here before we talk about the young men that are here and going to join us for the remainder of the show. Paul Zelinskis has become your leading scorer. And again, he's 3 years at Quincy, 1 year for you on the south side, then made the move to downtown. Again, his shooting numbers phenomenal in terms of the Horizon League. Your thoughts of the season he has had in his fifth and final year of college basketball?
Yeah, he's pretty silky smooth, to say the least. He has no problem scoring the ball. And the funny thing for him is he just has gotten better. He going from Quincy to University of Indianapolis, his production improved, and his production improved from going Division II to Division I. He just seems to keep getting better and better. He's had a great season for us, but I think you can say that about a lot of guys. And he's not just a shooter. He scores in a variety of ways. He puts the ball on the floor. He can post a little bit, and we've challenged him over the last month to pick up his game on the defensive side of the ball. And if you've paid attention, anyone who's paid attention to our last couple of games, he's really honed in on that side of the ball, and I'm really happy to see that.
Well, another guy, and again, Paul's numbers have gone up. Sean Craig's numbers have gone up exponentially. It is stunning. You go, wait a minute, these were his averages at Division II, and this is what he's doing at Division I. Your thoughts of the season he's had for you so far?
Well, it's stunning to some people, but not for me. I've always thought he was that good of a player. When we signed him out of high school, I thought he was a Division I player, and I thought a lot of the mid-majors in Ohio kind of missed the boat.
Yeah.
Actually, when we signed him, and people in Indianapolis will appreciate this, I told my staff I didn't think we could get him, and they're like, we can't. I said, yeah, okay. So I actually, and this was on a Division II coach's salary. I promised my staff at the time at UIndy, I said, if we sign him, I'll take you guys all out to St. Elmo. I'll pay for the whole thing. So that was a pretty hefty tab when we signed him, and that's how good I thought he was, and proved to be right. And he was just playing behind some really good players. If you think about, Jesse Bingham, Kendrick Choa, and David Eja, the forwards he was playing behind.
Right.
All three of those guys are playing pro basketball in Europe right now and putting up incredible numbers. So I just think he was behind Division I talent at the Division II level, and he was just kind of biding his time and waiting for his opportunity. And when I brought him with us here, I knew how good he was. And he's proving that he is a Division I player. He's averaging a double-double essentially through half a season. And if that doesn't spell out Division I player, I don't know what does. And I think he's an all-league guy.
I would agree with that. Let's talk about Jarvis Walker. He's been with you now at 3 different stops. What is it that the two of you seem to make such a good fit as player and coach?
Well, I've had to recruit him 3 times, so he must like something about me, or at least my pitch. Recruit him to Fort Wayne as an assistant, recruit him to University of Annapolis when he transferred, and then convinced him to move 10 minutes up the road with me. So I've always been really fond of Jarvis and his family. They're great people, great family. We've always really had a good personal relationship. He's just gotten better and better. In high school, really wasn't sure whether Jarvis was going to be a point guard or a shooting guard, coming out of high school. Yep. What he's proven to be is a true combo that can play both. And he's another guy that he can shoot it, he can drive it, he can post it. He's a 3-level scorer. And what we've really gotten Jarvis to do over the last month too is locking on the defensive end. And his new nickname for us is Two-Way J. He's going to be over there smiling because when he's honed in on the defensive end, he can be one of the best two-way players in the league. Because he can guard really 1 through 4 with he's built like a free safety in football. And he's really quick. He's a physical guy. But what Jarvis is really special about, if you look at his assist numbers too, when he's in attack mode, he not only makes plays for himself, but he makes everyone else around him better on the offensive end, because there are games where he's getting 5 or 6 assists as well. Like, in terms of well-rounded players, like, he's that guy on our team that can do a little bit of everything. Like we talked about, Paul's probably our best all-around scorer, but our best all-around player is probably Jarvis. So it's we have a lot of guys who can do a little bit of everything. And, like I said, I really believe that this second half of the season is going to be a fun back half of the season for the Jags.
So Stacks and Two-Way J. I'll work those into the broadcast.
Yeah, Stacks and Two-Way J.
Right.
Stacks is just that walking double machine.
All right. So you also not only brought guys with you from UIndy, but guys that you had coached against and said, you know what, I'm tired of trying to figure out a way to stop that guy. I'll recruit him to come play for me. Tell us about the role Timaris Brown plays for your team.
Yeah, well, he beat us single-handedly one time his freshman year at Rockhurst and stopped a win streak. So that really ticked me off. And, so then I never really forgot that his freshman year. And then I always thought that he was one of the most talented players in the league. But then I thought that going from his freshman year to his sophomore year, Tim was the most improved player in the league. And when I actually recruited Tim when he was in the portal, he reminded me of that. I told him in the handshake line after we played him at Rockhurst, I said, hey, you're the most improved player in the league. What I didn't know is his mom told me after the game, apparently Tim told his mom, because I'm going to play for him one day. little did we know that our paths would cross. I guess it was fate. But, Tim is one of those guys. I always thought he was like a low major like Charles Barkley. Kind of an undersized forward that could play the 3 or the 4. Strong, really good jumper, can get off the floor, physical, can shoot the ball, can post up guys. And Tim had a little bit of a learning curve learning my system. The first semester, I think he would tell you that. But what Tim brought was a great attitude every day. Worked his butt off every day. I never questioned his attitude or his effort. And I knew that second semester was going to be a great semester of basketball for him. And he's just been awesome, ever since the first day of practice after break. And every game we've played, he's been awesome. And you really saw it against Cleveland State. But if you watch our games, he was even playing really good against Milwaukee and against Youngstown State. And you just saw him getting better and better and better. And it's almost like he just needed that Christmas break as a reset, and he came back a new person. So I'm excited for his finish as well.
All right, Detroit Mercy, again, much like you, they are much improved from a season ago. What do you expect from the Titans tomorrow night?
Yeah, Coach Monty, he's a great guy, a great coach. he's a guy that I always kind of sit by at our coaches' meetings. He's a heck of a personality, but he's a guy that's had a lot of success. Been at Northern Illinois as a head coach. Been a Tom Mozo assistant twice. They play hard. They're a physical team. I respect their brand of basketball. They rebound the ball. They play good defense. I respect a blue-collar brand of basketball, and that's what we're going to get. And I told our guys, things that we hang our hat on, winning the rebounding battle, winning the turnover battle, playing good defense, toughness. That's what they're going to bring. So they're going to try to make it a street fight just like we do. So that's kind of the hard hat and lunch pail mentality that we're going to have to bring tomorrow. And, they're a game ahead of us in league. And I told our guys, this is an opportunity for us to go up against a team that's ahead of us and chip away at this thing on a game-by-game basis.
All right, a couple quick things, and we'll let you go. Want to go what you posted on Monday. Your team's GPA for the semester?
Yep.
3.34. Congratulations.
3.36.
My bad.
Yeah,
I rounded down.
Don't sell us short.
3.36.
Yeah.
Let's run to 3.4. How about we say 3.4?
Okay, I got you. All right, good deal. Well, maybe I was wrong, but I thought it was 3.36. But if you did sell us short, I'm going to go on you about that. But we did set a program record. Okay, and I'm proud of the guys because when I got this job, I wanted to stress the idea of winning all aspects of life, whether it's on the court, in the community, on the classroom, because how you do one thing is how you do everything, and our guys have really bought into that. I know that. Like as we alluded to, even though our record isn't where we want to be, I know that people respect our program now and respect our program for what it's been the last few years. And I told our guys they're proud of that. We've made an impact in the community, and our guys are kicking butt in the classroom. So we've taken steps in the right direction, and our guys are buying into what we want to do. And I'm really, really proud of them for their efforts.
This has been a blaze on social media, the retro Metro look. Are you potentially going to try to look like Bob Lovell circa 85 on the sideline during that game?
Bob Lovell was one good-looking dude. I'm not even going to try.
Still is, absolutely.
I'm not even going to try. So it's a feat that I can't match, so I'm just going to stay me.
Final thing before I let you go, how's the little one doing?
He's doing great. He's doing great. He's a little under the weather right now, to be expected, but he turns one actually in 2 weeks. So birthday party the day after the Metro night. So hopefully we get a big win that night. Then got his birthday party the next day. It'll be a fun weekend.
Sounds good. Good luck on Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Corsaro, head coach of the IU Indy Jaguars, joining us. We'll take this quick timeout. We'll talk to one of the players that made the move from the University of Indianapolis with them in Jarvis Walker. That comes your way next as you're watching the IU Indy Coaches Show, live from Back 9 Golf Entertainment, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
We gon' push it to the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, we can ride together. So together we ride, certified. And together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, we can ride together. So together we ride, certified. And together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gem and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.
Welcome back here on the ISC Sports Network. Thanks to our crew behind the scenes, making sure our signal gets to you on this Wednesday. Again, also thanks to the folks at KeyBank and White River State Park, who also serve as sponsors for the IU Indy Coaches Show. We'll be here every other Wednesday between now and the middle of March in and around the Horizon League men's and women's basketball championships. By the way, the women's team is on the road tonight. They are at Oakland. You can catch that on ESPN+. Joining us now, one of the many grad transfers on this IU Indy squad, and again, one of, I think, 5 Greyhounds that became Jaguars during the course of the offseason. It is Jarvis Walker that joins us now. Jarvis, thank you so much for the time, and just what has this year of switching campuses here in Indianapolis been like for you so far?
Thanks for having me. It's been great, just being on the other side of the city, seeing how it looks, kind of being in that downtown area. I've really enjoyed the time with the guys that came over and the new guys on the team. So it's been a great experience this far. Again,
you're one of the handful of guys that has some Division I experience here. So what has it been like for you getting back to this level of hoop?
It's great. I believe it's where I belong, and I believe it's where like our team belongs. And it's been great. A lot's changed, I feel like, within the league the last couple of years. But overall, a great brand of basketball.
When you're going to make the position you play, you're going to be a leader naturally. When you have the experience that you have, you're going to be a leader naturally. But because you knew Coach Corsaro's system, you kind of immediately become a leader for this group. What has that process been like for you?
It's actually been almost like a learning curve for me because last year we had guys like Josiah Tynes and Jesse Bingham and Kendrick who were leaders, right? And so my role obviously was different, which Coach touched on. And so coming into this year, just trying to, be more vocal, lead the guys, not only by like what I'm talking about or what I'm saying in that aspect, but as far as being an example. And so that's been a little bit of a curve, but it's been great. And it's shown me sides of myself that I didn't, exactly know I had, but it's definitely been, something that I'm proud about.
My guess would be, in one sense, it feels like you've been in college forever in terms of playing at 3 different campuses.
Yes.
But you also know these next couple of months, this is the end of the run. I guess just kind of your thoughts on seeing the finish line in sight.
It's crazy. Like you said, it's been a while. Like I've been in college, it feels so long, from freshman year to now. But it's been a great experience overall, and I've enjoyed it every step of the way.
Usually I ask what's the major. I guess I should ask for you, what's the first degree in for you, first of all?
History and secondary education.
All right, so teaching and coaching might be in your future.
Yep.
From a master's standpoint, what are you working on while you're at IU?
Healthcare administration.
All right, so those are 2 very different divergent paths.
Yes, they are.
Whenever the ball stops bouncing, what are you kind of looking to do?
Possibly go into healthcare administration and run maybe like a clinic, a doctor's office, hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But if I took the other, avenue with, teaching, I would kind of want to go into the route of principal, superintendent, something in that nature. Maybe coaching, being an athletic director and a coach, so something like that.
And my guess would be you are hoping to pursue basketball after this season as well,
yes, sir.
Correct? Obviously, as mentioned, you've got several teammates that are doing that now. What's been the highlight of the season so far for you here at IU Indy?
Just honestly going out there and battling with these guys. I mean, it's such a great group. I've built such strong relationships in this time that we've been together. And so to just go out there each and every day and, we don't always, like you said, touched on earlier, we don't always get the result that we want.
Mm-hmm.
But I know the guys are fighting and we're trying and we're giving it our all. So that's meant a lot to me.
I know that you've worn a variety of uniforms at 3 different stops along the way. Your thought? I may be too old to say fit. Maybe it's not even popular anymore. Your thoughts about the look that you guys will be rocking here on January the 25th?
It looks great. When we first got a glimpse of them, we were all like, those things are nice. We can't wait to put them on, and I can't wait to rock them. And the history behind them, which you touched on. It's really an honor.
Again, these are just 17 days away as we put this show together. Yeah, that's correct. January the 25th, Purdue-Fort Wayne again at the Jungle. 2 o'clock is the tip time. You want to come see the Jaguars or Metros in action tomorrow night. That will be against Detroit Mercy. That will be at 6:30 again. We hope to see you there. In fact, I'm on Twitter, I'm giving away 4 tickets. You got until 5 o'clock to retweet a particular tweet featuring this here shirt that Deshaun Good will be wearing in that game coming up on Saturday afternoon, January 25th. But the tickets are for tomorrow night's game against Detroit Mercy. Jarvis, thanks for the time. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Timaris Brown will join us next as we wrap up this edition, again, of the IU Indy Coaches Show, live from Back 9 Golf Entertainment right here on the ISC Sports Network.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
We're Citizens Energy Group, and we're here for you. We're your local utility provider and your neighbors. We take care of our customers while connecting to what matters. We are committed to providing safe, reliable services and making our community a better place to live. At Citizens Energy Group, we're all citizens.
We gon' push it to the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we gon' ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
Welcome back for a final time today here on the IU Indy Coaches Show. Again, we are live at Back 9 Golf Entertainment. We do this every other Wednesday at noon. So join us next on January the 22nd. Today, our focus, men's basketball. And joining us now is Timaris Brown. Timaris originated from the Chicagoland area, but spent a couple of years playing at Rockhurst in the Division II level at the Great Lakes Valley Conference, where he played against teams coached by Paul Corsaro, now playing for him. If you weren't with us, Paul told a great story about how, a compliment may have led to him wanting to play for Coach Corsaro. So you heard what Coach had to say. You vouch for that word for word?
Yes, 100%. My first year, I knew he was a competitor. We always knew they was going to be a tough team, so we came out, beat them the first time. I played a huge pro, like he said. Second year, they got us both times, but he pulled me to the side, said I was the most improved, and after the season when I went into the portal, I said that's the type of guy I wanted to play for.
All right, so might you have gone to Indy if Paul had not made the move to IU Indianapolis then?
Probably not. When I entered the portal, I wanted to take a step up and go to the Division I level, and I noticed that he was going up there. So, yeah. Match
made in heaven.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, what has this transition been like for you playing Division I hoops after playing a very high level of Division II?
Like you said, the first semester was pretty tough. It was a decent learning curve. Had to learn the system, learn how he coaches, how he runs his system. But the second semester has definitely been a big improvement for me. I'm learning the ways. I'm playing better, playing harder, and it's been great for me.
I would say so. You had 23 and you had 19 and 7 in 23 minutes the other night against Cleveland State. What was working well for you against the Vikings?
Just started out with my defense, just getting turnovers, getting rebounds, blocking shots, and just led to my shooting. Offense turned into defense. Defense turned to offense, sorry.
You guys have, again, a lot of guys that are in a similar stat that have played the Division II level or maybe the junior college level that are getting kind of their first shot at it. You guys are all kind of learning this together. What has that process been like for you?
It's definitely been a big process. I think we always come out and play hard, but you can tell that we're still learning things on the go, and it's been difficult. But I think we're going to start stringing things together in these upcoming games.
You have visited Indianapolis, having played here in the past, but you have not lived in Indianapolis until now. What has that part of the process been like for you?
Little difficult. It's not a big city as Chicago and Kansas City is, but it's a little quiet. I like it sometimes, but I do prefer like the big city.
Now, I would think if comparing Kansas City to Indianapolis, the only thing that I would miss about like Kansas City would be the barbecue. Have you found anywhere else that has as good a barbecue as they have in KC here in the Indianapolis area?
Yes, King's Barbecue.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Their ribs are excellent.
Now, there's many answers you can give to this question in terms of favorite Kansas City barbecue. I'm going to say if you give the right question or right answer to the question, which would be my answer to the question. When you were in Kansas City, what was your favorite barbecue spot?
I can't think of it. It's been a minute. I can't think of it.
Okay. Might it be Gates Barbecue?
Gates the one.
I knew I liked you, young man.
Yep, I love Gates.
So, again, I date back to the days of IUPUI playing UMKC in our former league. And, in fact, there was one year we played 6 games in Kansas City, and we had that before every meal. Worked out very well for everybody.
Brisket, smoked brisket was amazing.
Oh, now my mouth's watering just thinking about it. All right, so clearly, again, you guys are playing hard. You guys are playing well. It's not translating into results yet. How do you guys kind of take that next step in terms of closing out games and getting some league wins?
Just finishing. You know, we gotta play hard for 40 minutes. It might be those first 4 minutes that we're not stringing things together, or those last four minutes that we're not stringing things together. But at the end of the day, we got to play for 40.
Yeah. Thoughts on Detroit Mercy, who you see tomorrow night?
Tough physical team. You know, they're going to come out, try to smack us in the face, post us up much. But we got to come out tough them from the get-go.
Which kind of sounds like what you guys want to do in the game as well. How are things going for you academically and in the classroom?
Good. I think I finished with like a 3.4, 3.5 GPA.
Congratulations. What's the major for you?
General studies with a minor in sports marketing and communications.
All right. So, again, you're in a good city as far as that is concerned. And, again, you're a couple of years away from getting your degree and graduating. So you'll be here at least for a couple of years with the team. All right. So, obviously, we've been talking about this. Your thoughts about the one-game look you guys have coming up here in late January?
I like the jersey. I think it's something new that might not many people would expect coming from us. But I'm featured in a lot of the social media with the new jersey, so I love it.
I heard you were asking for like some posters.
This earlier. There's one poster that got my face in the front cover with a few of my teammates.
I think we can hook you up with that.
Appreciate that.
Tamaris, thank you so much for the time, man. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Again, that'll do it for today's edition of the IU Indy Coaches Show. Some thank yous to hand out before we exit stage left. First of all, thanks to our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew, Jordan Shue, Charlie Hammock, and Vince Morales. Thanks to Ed Holdaway, Lauren, Emily, everybody behind the scenes from an IU Indianapolis perspective. Again, thanks to the folks at Back 9. Again, not exactly a new location in terms of us doing the show from here, but a new kind of backdrop. And we're now going to be kind of out with everybody up on the second floor. So if you want to join us for future shows, again, from this point in time on, real simple. Every other Wednesday starting, today. So January the 22nd at noon is when you can be a part of the program. And if you don't have plans, or if you have plans, change them. We want to see you at the Jungle tomorrow night when Detroit Mercy comes to play IU Indianapolis. Tip-off is at 6:30. If you can't make it, you can watch the game on ESPN+. That'll do it for now. Thanks for joining us for the IU Indy Coaches Show right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
This is the place that's skill built. Here, highly skilled physicians never rest in their pursuit to heal, to comfort, to cure. With these hands, you'll receive nationally recognized heart care and Indiana's most leading-edge cancer care. With these hearts, with these guts, with these brains, you'll find the highest level of care in the state. This is the hope that's skill built, and it's around every corner of Indiana University Health.
We're Citizens Energy Group, and we're here for you. We're your local utility provider and your neighbors. We take care of our customers while connecting to what matters. We are committed to providing safe, reliable services and making our community a better place to live. At Citizens Energy Group, we're all citizens.
Listen up, all you golf lovers. Looking for a private course for yourself or your company? Problem solved. Indy's Eastside Hidden Gem and Pete Dye's first 18-hole design is Maple Creek Golf and Country Club. Visit maplecreekgc.com today.